Hi there, thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to make a card that will be using the Sweet Season stamp set. I just love this stamp set. I know a number of my customers have ordered this, so I'm trying to do as much as I can with this card stamp set. So here we go. I'm starting with a piece of cardstock, which is roughly 11 inches long, and it is about 4.5 wide, and I found the center. I scored, and so I have the center point for my card. Next, I'm going to take the split punch, and what I want to do is, and I know you might not be able to see this here, so I'm going to try and adjust the camera angle with my pad, is I want to find the center of this cardstock. So this is going to roughly be, let's see, it's 4 1/4, so that would be 2 1/4. So I'm going to just lightly mark my card with a pen where that center spot would be. Okay, now, taking my slip punch, I'm going to put my slip punch about right there in the center, and I'm going to push it all the way up, and I'm going to push that tab in, and I'm going to move to the far side and do the same thing and push the tab in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the center in between the two of those and punch and push it in. I'll go to the far side. Make sure you kind of do about the same spacing as you did on the other side. Try and keep it as close as possible. Okay, there we go. And same thing, find the center in between those two and push. Okay, now what you'll do then is you'll take this and you'll fold it back, and you have a nice little circular edge, I guess you want to call it. So I've already cut a piece of cardstock. This is roughly about 4 inches long, and it's about 3/4 width strip wide. And I'm going to go ahead and insert that into my card. And I'm just going to put a little bit of snail on the back of it to help it stay in place so it doesn't move around too much. And just when you stick it into your card, make sure that your snail end is down. I'm going to kind of flip this around here and then push it. That might be the easiest way, is to push up rather than down like I was, but whatever works for you. And just to make sure that all of this stays, once I have that in there, I'm going to put another line of snail on here just so that I can seal it back on my card and have a clean edge there. So that's what the back or the inside of the card will look like, and then there is your outside. So then I'm going to take some of our designer series paper here from the, I think this is from the Christmas Cocoa, if I'm right. And I'm going to put a little strip over here, and I kind of eyeball. And again, all these measurements on everything that I'm doing was kind of made to go off my card. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the image from the Sweet Season stamp set. And this is the gingerbread and sugared things. So I'm going to put that on there and stamp. And then I have one already done that I did and cut to save us some time. Then I'm going to take my sponge, and I always think it's good just to kind of lightly sponge around the edges. Kind of makes it kind of look a little bit, I don't know if worn is the right word, or it just kind of helps it, kind of gives it an aged look, I guess you'd say, and kind of takes that crispness of the stark white off of it a little bit. So, and then what I've done is I've cut a little piece of red cardstock, and I'm going to attach this onto the red cardstock as a border. And voila. Okay, it's pretty good. And I cut this out with my my Big Shot, and it was a die that I had, and it's not a Stampin' Up! Die, but that's the nice thing about the Big Shot is there's dies that are made especially for Stampin' Up!, and then there's other ones that you can use along with the Big Shot. So you're not limited to just Stampin' Up! Dies, and the ones that are through Stampin' Up! You can only get them through Stampin' Up! I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to kind of eyeball this and place it where I want. And I'm not really worried about the snail showing through there because when I put my card inside, you're not really going to see it. So I'm going to attach some snail on the back of my card. And again, I'm just kind of eyeballing things where I like to put them. And I've punched out a snowflake from the snowflake punch that we have this year. If you haven't gotten this, you might want to, so you have it with your punches. I'm going to put him on there, and I'm going to just take a little gemstone that I found at the dollar spot at Michael's or somewhere like that, AC Moore, and I'm going to put that onto my snowflake, and there you have it. That's my card. Thanks for joining me. Bye.